Salutations everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rising Tide of Sins campaign created by myself based on the world of Faerûn created by Wizards of the Coast. I'm Jane and I'm running this game for my friends. We call ourselves Tale Wardens. I'm also a professional game master, and if you're interested in playing with me, you can find me through the link in the description. You can see there the games that I'm currently running, or you can request a custom game. And without any further delay, my friends, let's jump to the session. Okay, welcome back, Rising Tide of Sins. Last we left off, you exited the Ducal Palace in Baldur's Gate after finishing with Count Mortel and the Dukes. Rivet left you and you went to the Elfsong Tavern to enjoy wine and food. You had discussions and Rivet joined you after some time. Tipsy and inspired, you returned to Scarlet Vice and began your voyage toward Nylander Isles. Rivet had given Nasty a new set of clothes while he was gone and gained a level up for exploring new human emotions. Fabio then advised Nasty on business and wine tasting, and Eligos contacted his master before you went to rest. In the morning you got attacked by a pirate ship, and in few rounds you have managed to damage the attacking ship significantly. So as we go back to the combat, yes, there's something better shooting. It is actually the pirate ship's turn, and I had written down for myself that the pirate captain had already taunted your ship, and it is now the rest of the crew. So for starters, a pirate priest is going to try to inspire the crew, and the pirate sailor is going to provide an advantage for the check. So it's a religion roll, and with advantage. Wow, not a great start, guys. Below any thresholds as usual. This has been the trend since the last time we were playing, so that means that is so sad for them. That loses two of their actions, because the pirate was also providing advantage for that, and I think that the pirate gunner is going to try to fix the ship. That's a bit better. 21 fixed. That means that the ship regains 50 hit points. So you can see the crew starts working as hard as they can to fix the side of the ship that has taken significantly damage from your attacks. Brings it to 170 hit points. And I'm looking at it's still below the threshold of 40%, meaning that it can't take movement actions. Very good, very good. And the other pirate priest is going to take a helm action. 17. That means 2 attacks. Okay. In that case, the pirate mage instead of trying to damage you, they're going to try to hinder you. They take the blind action, and it essentially reduces the amount of attacks that you can take on your next turn. $15. That reduces the attacks by 1. And it's gonna roll again. It's gonna try to do the same and blind you even worse. No. Okay. So what's happening is that you see their crew fixing their ship vigorously, trying to make it so that the ship can survive this combat. And their cannons, instead of firing the cannonballs, they load smoke bombs, which they fire at your ship, partially blinding you, making it more difficult for you to make attacks against their ship. So your attacks are reduced by 1. You can make 1 attack less. That ends their turn. And we come in the beginning of the round, and I added an element since we had some talks after the last session how to improve the rules. So I added a combat hazard table. So before we start rolling anything else, Amanda, why don't you go ahead and roll a d12 for me? Let's see what kind of hazard comes up. And Alexi, you can roll for the enemy ship. So go ahead and roll d12.
10 and 10.
10 and 10. Let's go with that then. So both ships, they drive into a rock. And the ship, it comes to a very abrupt halt. It doesn't completely stop, but there's like a the ship tosses from one side to another, and all the cannons and the cargo moves, and both ships takes 20 points of damage, and the damage die value becomes d4 unless it is improved. And on this round, each member can use their action to take the weapon preparation action. So you can use your action to try to improve the weapon die if you want to do that. So first things first, I reduce the hit points for both by 20. Very good. Are you still above any thresholds? 374. Yes, I think you are. Nice.
It's nice.
All right, let's make the captains then make the charisma check to see who goes first and what kind of morale points do we get for this round. Very good. Your ship goes first with 16 and pirate ship comes second with 14. Is anyone taking the taunt action?
This was the one that I had done, correct?
Yes.
I would. So just the question, how many points of morale did the enemy ship have? No, but they went first, so it doesn't.
They have
No, we go
14.
first.
You go first and they have 14.
Right. 14. All right, I'll try to I guess roll for fuck. It was that deception was
Yes.
that it affected their morale.
Deception is for imposing disadvantages. You can do that as well if you want. But
Yeah,
intimidation
sorry.
is.
Intimidation. Yeah, I'll try the intimidation. Sorry.
No worries.
Wow.
Oopsie daisy.
Jesus fucking.
To reduce any moral points, you would have to burn 6 of yours. So it's
Yeah,
kind of a
no,
bad trade.
no.
All right.
All right, so Fabio is standing on the rail, but I don't know. There's a wave, and I slip and fall on my back.
Okay.
And I
The pirate captain starts laughing and she's going to try to intimidate you.
all right. I take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
I hit my head.
Oof.
Okay. That's a pretty good roll.
Oh, I forgot that we have inspiration. God damn it. Well, it's gone.
I'm not sure if we even do have inspiration. I think we still have them marked, but I think we got them the last evening.
Yeah, you just woke up for this day, so.
Yeah. Yeah. You are correct.
I am going to be. I mean. Okay, let's go with this. Yeah, so this reduces your morale points by 8. Not gonna burn any of my morale points to do any more harm on you. That leaves you with 8. Wait, there. With 8 morale points. So the pirate captain, she starts laughing, seeing Fabio fall down on the ship. Get them! They can't even stand up! You should just give up already! And she then licks her dagger. The whole crew is laughing with her, reducing your morale. We then proceed to your turn. So, what actions are you gonna take?
Yeah, I think Rivet is going to do this weapon preparation.
All right. So, what
With the history check.
Very good.
I'm trying to remember like which positions those cannons had and maybe move those back to place.
Nice. Make a history check.
Or insight. There we go. Pretty good.
18. Yeah, that brings your damage die to D8. If you burn 1 point of morale, it brings it to D10.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that. And Rivet just starts moving those back to place.
Beautiful. So,
Good job.
damage die value is then D10. Wow. Good move. And the morale is now 7. Okay, who goes then?
I think I can go next, so I will help Captain Reef with the helm to try and get us off the rocks or something.
Nice. Okay, so persuasion or perception? Wow.
Nice.
You guys are killing it.
Nice.
That is the highest score. You don't have to burn any points. That gives you 4 attacks for this round. -1 since the pirates blinded you partially for this round. So 3 attacks. Who goes then?
I was still doing the attack actions. Does the movement action come after? How was it?
Yeah, movement actions are finishing the round.
Can I do the fix action?
Yeah, you
Is it
can.
before the attack?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'll do fix with. Was it survival one of the options?
Yeah, either athletics or
athletics.
survival. And
Oh, great.
fuck. You didn't have proficiency with carpenter's tools. No. Do you want to try to improve that?
No, I'm good.
Very good. Then you attempt to fix the ship, but you can't really find much materials in this chaos and can't fix your ship. Okay, Rivet has gone, Fabio's gone, Randall, Elowen. So that leaves us with Eligos.
Righto. I start doing the attack rolls then.
Very good. 24 definitely hits.
Oh, damn it.
Second one, however, unless you are burning morale points.
I need to burn 4, right?
Yes.
I'll burn 4. I want this done as soon as we can.
All right.
So I'll burn 4 and that hits. And then the last one. Come on, come on. Yes.
Yeah, that also hits. Nice. So all 3 attacks hit the enemy ship, and then I need you to roll to see how many damage die each attack has. So again, an Arcana check for each attack.
Oh, damn. Well, that's...
13, that's 7 damage die. You would have to burn quite many points to improve that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. That's 8. And the last one.
Damn it.
15. Okay. You have 3 points remaining. That would... 15. 18. Yeah, that's unfortunately not enough to improve the last attack. You would need just one more point to get a better result. Yeah.
So it's 7, 8, and 7. Right.
Yes. Yes. And D10.
So that is 22 D10s. Come on, big numbers.
119. Nice. Wow.
Got 1 point from maximum damage. No. Yeah, no.
220 would be probably if every roll would have been 10.
Oh, you had 119. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was 219.
That brings the enemy ship, as you release the barrage of cannon fire against it, the ship is wrecked at this point, and it brings it so down with its hit points that it can't take attack actions anymore. It's pretty much ruined. It can try to do only supporting actions at this point when it comes to its round. And this would be now the point where you can start considering boarding an enemy ship. So I'll tell you how it works so that you understand how to calculate your chances on boarding a ship. In this case, you would take the remaining hit points and multiply it by 3. And what does it mean in practice is 93. And okay, this is first time that we're doing this. It might not tell you much, but this is very ideal situation. You want to reduce the enemy ship to as few hit points as possible before trying to board the ship to make it easier for yourselves. So we can go into that when it comes to your turn next round. Now we move to the pirate ship. The captain is in panic. She doesn't know what to do. They can't move. They can't use their cannons. The pirate gunner is definitely going to try to fix the ship and takes advantage from the sailor. Yeah, barely manages to do anything. 14. That restores 25 hit points to them. And I don't know what to do. There's not much that I can do. That's pretty much it. Because all the rest of the actions are related to attacking or moving, so the ship is pretty much unable to do anything useful in this situation. They do have a bunch of morale points left. I could try to improve the fixing by spending morale points. So it was 14. Yeah, let's improve it and give it another 50. Sorry, another 25 I meant. So that would bring it then to 81. There we go. Still below 20%, they can't do anything. That's gonna end their turn in combat. For this round, I decided that we're not gonna roll for combat hazard. It doesn't have to happen every round. I do it when it makes sense, or perhaps we'll decide with the dice later on. There's a certain possibility that it will happen. Anyway, let's roll initiative order for this round. Nice.
Ooh.
Noise.
Oof.
That's how I like it.
You have the
Hell yeah.
maximum of morale, which is 20. Can't be higher than that. And they have 4. The initiative order 24 and 4.
With these rolls, it feels like a story mode from the video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, it is up to you whether you want to try to sink their ship or take over it.
They might have some prisoners there.
Could be. Then again, sinking's the safe option.
Okay, let's do a vote. Who wants to sink the other ship?
I'll vote it just to be a contrarian.
I think, yeah, I'd like to sing.
Captain, what do you do in situations like this?
I usually just sink the ship. I tried to get away from it in the first place, but since it's taken so much damage, let's just sink it.
Sounds good to me.
So only Rivet is checking what he's thinking.
Yep.
And I'm
I
guessing
want to
Elowen.
board it.
Of course.
So 3 on 2, I think. The votes. To sink it.
What was they got some HP back, so now it's again a bit more difficult
Yeah, that's correct.
board it.
That's correct.
Can we like shoot it once and then attack, or
Yeah,
during the same round? Or
yeah. Why not? It makes sense.
So we can use this round to damage it, only damage it, and then also board it on this round, so that they won't get another chance to fix it.
Yeah. I haven't thought about it so much mechanically, but I think that at this point the mechanics we can sort of leave them in the background and make it so that, you know, if you want to board it, if you want to weaken it before boarding it, because they are definitely just going to, they can't do anything else but try to fix the ship, so it becomes like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of situation. So yeah, if you want to try to damage it first and then board it, I'll say yes to that.
Well, I'll shoot them once or twice, and if they're still standing, we can have this discussion again.
good idea.
Yeah.
So do we go straight to the attacks, or
Unless you want to improve the attacks in some way, like for example to take the helm action at least to give yourselves more attacks.
Yeah, I
And
will do the
using-
helm.
Yeah, I was just about to say that if using these things won't affect our ability to board it this round, then sure, why not? Nice.
All right, 21. That gives you, unless you maybe you want to spend 5 morale points from your massive pool to give yourself 4 attacks, even though it might be an overkill.
Can we use the morale points on the boarding somehow?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, then I will use what is necessary. 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4. No, sorry, 5. Yeah, because it has to be 26 at least, so leaves you with 15. That gives you 4 attacks.
Do we want to do anything other? There's none of these can help us in the possible boarding scenario.
No. Other than recuperate, that can give you hit points that you will need in the boarding, personal hit points.
Maybe we should do that. Some of us have lost health. I don't think I have, but Fabio and Elowen maybe, and
I mean, no.
what? No.
What did you ask?
That who has lost hit points? That shouldn't we?
Oh.
Maybe we should use the healing.
Yeah. I mean, but question to the DM, how does that... Because I lost the 5 hit points when I hit the ground. Can I just like use lay on hands pool, or how does it work?
Yeah, you can. Technically,
But this is
if you take your own action, you can participate in the ship actions for this round.
Yeah, but this is a free heal, basically. This recuperate doesn't take anything away from us. And didn't someone lose health in the... Because we had Constitution saving throws, am I remembering
Yeah,
it?
I lost health.
Yeah. And I think someone else did too.
I did.
All this requires
Well, I mean,
is a medicine check to recuperate and gain hit points if you want to try it.
well,
But
I can
still,
try, but I have +0, so
stealth and animal handling, they're not related to the actual healing part of it, or...
Yeah, they're not related to the healing part.
Elowen, did you have medicine? Skill any?
Well, I have +2, so I'm gonna try it.
Nice. And if you want to spend morale points, you can improve that as well.
Yeah, you should. We have plenty.
Okay, well, I will use it to improve it to the 1d10. So 5.
Yes, let me reduce morale to 10 there, and then this means that all of you can roll now a d10. Who has lost hit points? No need if you haven't.
Yeah.
And to this number that you have rolled, you add sorry. I read my own rules incorrectly. So you would roll your proficiency bonus +1 d10 hit points. So you would each have 4 d10 hit points coming back to you. But if you have not lost that many, you don't need to roll more. If you have lost more, you can add 3d10.
I think everyone is in full health, even.
Perfect. That's good.
yep,
So
I am.
that's Randall, that's Elowen, Rivette and Fabio. I'll say that someone has to be the one to take a movement action after the cannon fire to bring the ship closer to the other ship. But it doesn't require any check at this point. Just needs to be done so that you can start the boarding of the other ship if you want to try to do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, Fabio, are you doing anything?
I want to board as well.
Okay, yeah, sure. Everyone's going to be boarding the other ship. Someone just needs to take
Yeah, but
the
I mean,
movement action.
I'm not taking the movement action.
Okay.
I definitely should do something else. I'm too short to even grab the helm, so I mean, technically it could be possible, but
You can you can just provide Eligos with an advantage for his attack actions if you want to help him with the cannons.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Perfect. Eligos, then it's your go.
Can I roll all the 4 attacks if they hit without actually deciding if I choose to shoot the 4 times?
Sure, let's do that.
So I will... Oh, right. It was advantage now. I will roll... Well, okay, but... I'll put the advantage on, and it was that.
I have to change the rule so that it doesn't give you advantage for every roll, because it's
Ah,
quite
right.
devastating that way. But instead, just one roll. Anyway,
So do
the
I
first one
roll
hits and the second one doesn't. So from now on, you can roll without advantage.
Damn it.
You can, with morale points, of course, improve.
Yeah, I mean, we're not using them anyway, so, well... We have 10 left, I'll... improve it to 19. Was it the... No.
You want to give the second attack probably 1 point so that it becomes 16 and hits.
Ah, yeah.
And
Yeah, I'll give it 16 and then the other one 3. So 4 in total. And then the last one. Did we have 4 attacks?
Yes, you did.
Righto, so all hit.
Beautiful. Now it's up to you. How many you want to actually put into the enemy ship?
I'll start rolling and see how many... I'll stop rolling if I calculate that it's enough, probably. Okay, that was horrible. Well, I'll
By
take
putting
that anyway.
2 points in, that improves the damage. If you want to do
What is the damage now?
6d6.
Yeah,
Of course,
I'll
you
leave
can
it.
go with that and see.
oh, well, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's 9d6.
So that's 9 plus 6d6, so 15d6.
Mm-hmm.
At the current.
That's enough.
Yeah, I'll fire those and go with that. So it's 15d6.
It might be too much, but
Yeah, it might be, but we'll leave it to the fate.
Yeah.
If it is too much, gods want them to sink.
50 points of
A lot of-
damage. Exactly. That brings them to 31 hit points again. The ship's hull is severely damaged.
Okay, so
I use my move action.
Very good. You help the Captain Ebony Reeves to bring the ship closer, and the hulls meet at the end of your round. You want to try to board the other ship. That's where this is going, right?
yeah, I think I'm
Okay.
fine with it now.
Very good. This is going to be interesting, definitely. Bear with me since we're all practicing for the first time. So the total at this point is 93. And this is the number of damage incoming to you as you're boarding the ship. The ship's come close to each other, and you can see that they're still capable fighters on the other ship, even though the ship itself has been bombarded into pieces, and the pirates on the other ship are preparing to do their best to kill you as you are preparing to board the other ship. Now, you get to make 2 skill rolls. You can choose one skill roll that you're good at, and then I'm going to randomly give you the second skill roll. And by combining these skill rolls, you are countering the damage that you are going to be taking in this fight. So everyone chooses one skill roll that you're going to make, and explain also how you're going to help your crew in this combat by performing this skill check. I give you an example so that you understand better. For example, if you wanted to make an acrobatics check, that would be, for example, for getting on the enemy ship using grappling hooks and planks. If you wanted to do animal handling check, you would be taming hostile dogs or other animals on the enemy ship, and so forth. So let's start with.
This action is like helping the boarding, not like protecting our own ship or something like this.
Yeah, it's mainly to help yourselves to board the other ship. Think about the story now coming to the point that you are actually boarding the other ship, and what are you doing to help yourselves in order to achieve this goal, and then make a skill roll that is related to that. And I also want to point out that same skill roll can't be performed twice. So if Eligos takes the Arcana check, no one else can do it. So decide together who's going to do and what.
Well, I think it's logical for me to do the Arcana.
Yeah,
Think
and I would do the athletics if it's okay.
Yeah, I could try to scare them with intimidation. Sorry, I had to send a few burning emails, so I was away for 5 minutes.
No problem.
Okay.
I'll do the
I don't know.
perception to see the incoming threats, I guess.
I will go inside of the ship and persuasion. I use persuasion to make the nasty go first to the ship, the opposing ship.
Oh no!
That's very good. I love that.
Okay, so everyone has it. I guess I can roll the Arcana and
Nice.
Let's say that I'll lift my hands and I jump, and with magic I kind of, for a moment, gain a kind of a magical flight to launch myself towards the enemy ship.
Yeah, Rivet is trying to jump right behind you to the ship.
Wow. Nice.
Very nice.
I just climb onto the rail and try convince the enemies to lay down their arms and surrender before anything bad happens.
All right. Go ahead and make a intimidation.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm gonna quit this game.
that all adds to the pool. Okay, so was it Elowen then making a perception check to see the incoming threats? Go ahead and make a check.
Oh my god.
And also you been rolling.
You have
I have literally
cursed
done
dice.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have done nothing during this ship battle because all of my rolls are like less than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
change
is
your dice.
that is weird. I've been counting them as well, and that's
Yeah.
that is incredible in a negative way.
Well, I guess it fits my character. She's just like dilly-dallying there and humming to herself and...
Oh,
There's
the
a
wind's
cannonball.
blowing.
Randall.
All right, I go down. I see Nasty and what the fuck are you wearing? There is no time. You must fight, show us your skills, and whet your blade. And I take him upstairs and yell at him until he jumps to the other ship.
Okay.
Oh no.
He lands in the sea.
Nice. So you are only 10 points away from negating all the incoming damage. And now what would happen next, I would roll for each of you a random check to do. This is almost pointless because it is for sure that you will be able to negate all the damage with the skill rolls. Still, I'm gonna do that just for fun. So Eligos, I'm gonna give you first a skill roll. 11. Let's see.
Nature.
Yeah, that would be nature. So let's say that you notice that the enemy fighters, the pirates, they are throwing these smoke bombs amongst you, and sort of like fumes rise up from the smoke. You realize that they're not to blind you, but to weaken you in other ways. So make a nature check, and let's see how quickly you realize what this is. 14. That is already enough to negate all the incoming damage. How the mechanics, I'll just explain to you how they furthermore would work. If you had been unable to negate all the damage with these skill rolls, then the third step would be you dividing the incoming damage amongst yourselves the way how you see most fitting. Let's say that there's 50 points of damage still coming in, so you could decide that everyone takes 10 points of damage for themselves. And the last step would be then you using your attack actions or healing actions to negate the remaining damage, and try to do that in one round. I can already see that the incoming damage isn't enough and I need to improve the math a little bit here, so I'm gonna make a note about that for myself.
Can I? This is maybe I can do it after game because I have an idea for this kind of mechanic. I'm just hoping that I won't forget it.
Very good. So, all the damage is negated. The boarding of the ship succeeds. You can freely tell how the ship combat is going to go. narrate it as wildly as you desire.
Do we do it like person by person, or
You can make the story together. It's up to you how you want to. Do you want to tell only your individual piece, what you are doing, or what are you doing as a crew, or even tell what the crew of Scarlet Vice is doing with you? You have free hands. You succeed to take over the ship.
well, I see Rivet jumping after me, and I kind of bump him on the shoulder with my fist and say that, now, my friend, now it's on. Let's give them a good thrashing, up close and personal. And I start immediately casting spells like wildly to any enemy that I see. I literally just start blasting spells. Every spell that I have, I start throwing them around like absolutely insane frenzy. Because I feel like this is the moment that I can go absolute ape shit, so to say. And I kind of grin at Rivet, that kind of nod him to follow along.
Yeah.
Led into the frenzy.
And Rivet said to Edikos that they said I fight like a machine. I do not understand the insult. And then he goes and starts smashing with his weapon. And also shouts to Nasty, stay out of it.
I don't want any part of this. Please, Master Randall, don't make me do this.
Nico, we can't hear you. I see your mouth moving, but...
Yeah, the mic wasn't on. So I'm gonna cast Sleet Storm on Nasty and where he's fighting against the pirates.
Awful.
Nasty slips and falls down on the deck, hitting his head
I just laugh.
and kind of like losing his consciousness. Pirates are in terror, seeing the spells being thrown around and the man of machinery boarding the deck and with his great sword starting to, cut them in half. They're just screaming in terror. Killing us all!
Look at you. You dare raise steel against us. We have drowned captains who begged louder than you can scream. You will enter the abyss. And I try to wave Rivet to let hell loose. Randall, go ahead. Kill them.
I yell to Elowen that, come on! Join the fray. Live a little. They're scum.
Well, Elowen mostly stays on defensive and helps if any of the crew gets injured by using cure wounds, and then I go help the goblin because I do not stand for this type of torture. So I go pick him up.
I'll try to do a Jack Sparrow-esque boarding by taking a rope and trying to swing myself to the other side. Is it no, it's acrobatics, right? Or athletics?
It's up to you if you want to roll for that. The the boarding succeeds, so you don't necessarily have to. But if you want to give yourself
But I'm
element
trying
of
to make it
flavor,
harder than it.
yeah. So go
Yeah,
ahead and make a
always.
acrobatics roll then.
Oh, it's acrobatics. Shit, even worse. It's either +7 or -1, so it's -1.
Not so
14.
bad. Not so bad. I would say that with 14, it's the you just grab a rope and swing it around your arm, and then bring yourself to the other side. If you're trying to get onto a mast or something like that, it could be a little bit difficult, but onto the deck, no
No, I'll
problem at
just
all.
land on the deck. Now where is your wine?
All right.
And
Yeah.
and Eligos is kind of in a battle frenzy, and for the first time he starts using the more clearly necromantic abilities just to kind of cause more terror, and any pirate that has already fallen, he starts raising them up from the dead and kind of manically cackling about it and shouting to the alive pirates that see how your friends turn against you. And then I sick them on the rest of the pirates, the undead.
Damn. Yeah, okay. Anything else you want to add to that before I start narrating what's happening?
No, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
but like
For me.
at the same time, Rivet is like seeking the way to go to under the deck and see if there is any prisoners or something else.
Very
And I'm joining Rivet, but I'm looking for wine, not prisoners. Well, they are prisoners in one way, so.
Very good. Most of the crew has been killed at this point, but I just rolled a d4 to see how the rest of the crew will behave. And half of the remaining crew plus the captain of the ship, they surrender. I'll say that there are 10 crew members and the captain who surrender. They drop their weapons and put up their hands and fall onto their knees and ask for a chance to live. It's up to you how you want to deal with them. You guys who are going below the deck to see if there are any prisoners, Rivet, why don't you roll a d4? Okay. You check below the deck and there are no prisoners on this ship.
Good.
Any wine?
We can go to the looting part next.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so
Will be our death.
at this point the fighting comes down and you remain victorious. The pirate ship is a wreck. It's barely floating at this point. Yours has hardly taken any damage in the battle. It's fairly easy to start fixing your ship. So there are 10 of the enemy crew members who have yielded, plus their captain. It's up to you what you want to do with them. The captain is saying, "Please, I'm begging you, spare our lives. We have had enough.
I'm gonna use my intimidation. I'll take my sword and approach the captain and ask her, him,
Her?
her. Tell me, do you fear death?
Yes,
Ooh.
yes, I do. I do. I do.
Good. So, perhaps you can be in our use, so to say.
Anything.
Tell me, where were you heading?
We were just doing our usual patrolling. We've been told to sail these waters and attack any ships.
Told by who?
By Idira Pagan.
Idira Pagan. I see. Have you been in the slave island anytime soon? Or
A slave island? Not sure.
wasn't it called the slave island? What was it called? I can't see the map. Slave stock island. What was it called?
Yeah, slave stock. Not sure what you're talking
Slave
about.
stock. Eligos.
I'm gonna make an insight check.
Well, I
on
was
that.
gonna say that I smell bullshit that Eligos. Would you like to kill one of the crew members?
Well, I okay, that's horrible.
I don't
instead,
like lying.
I point to, like, I have two of the pirates undead close to me, and they're just shambling zombies, and I only kind of like nod them both, and both of those zombies step up and execute two of the remaining pirates around.
I'm serious. I don't know which slave island you're talking about. I know that they have taken slaves, the hobgoblins. They raid the villages and they take people and put them in the stocks. But I don't know where the island is.
Where were you heading? Just rolling around, or
Yeah, we were headed to Snowdown Island. We were supposed to stock up there.
no down island? You
That
hear
is
that?
interesting. That is interesting.
Now tell me, what were you supposed to stock up in Snowdown Island?
Food and black powder, cannonballs, whatever we need.
And this pagan, where is she?
I don't know. She has her own ship. She's moving a lot.
And how many
Can you
ships?
tell us? Yeah.
How many ships does she have
I
in
don't-
control,
I don't know
like
the
yours?
I don't know the magnitude of our fleet, but many. The rumor has it that we are preparing to take over Baldur's Gate.
And tell me, after capturing our ship, were we in your position, what would you do? We'd surrender to you, you having beaten our ship, situation reversed,
Make
what exactly would become of us?
make a persuasion check.
Ah, damn it. Now it's...
Well, we would of course, you have surrendered. We would spare your lives, and I think that
I'm sure.
when we got to the next harbor, you wouldn't be any harm to us. So just release you there.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, you can.
Obviously.
I'd like to make one as well.
Yeah, you can.
Can I like... Yeah.
Well,
Since you already
she's
know
telling the truth.
Are you kidding me?
since you already know that she's lying, I'm gonna make the deception check publicly.
Huh. Well, I don't know how to play anymore.
Yeah, I don't either, because this is just...
All right.
I would have to be an idiot at this point, so...
Let's say that she gives you a reasonable amount of doubt. She seems very sincere.
Oh, well, that is not how you were acting before.
We attacked you to take over your cargo. The resources and the gold is what we're told to take. The hobgoblins are after the people.
All right, Eligos. So I think it is okay if we take their resources and cargo, but let them live. Is that correct?
To me, the only good pirate is a dead one. Their ship is done for. I say we sink them with the crew in. That way they won't be doing any more piracy in these waters. I'd rather not meet these... I'd rather not meet these people anymore.
Yeah, let's
Unless you can
torch
give
the ship.
something. Unless you can give something far more valuable, meaning information about Pagan herself.
What kind of information would give me a chance to keep my ship and our lives?
It's up to you. Be creative.
Is there any chance for her to tell anything that would save her ship and the crew? If not, make a deception check.
Well, I'll make a deception check just because I didn't think this through.
Okay, I'll make an insight check.
Shite check.
Her shite check is not enough, and she finds it quite believable that there's a chance to save her skin. Okay. All I know that she is meeting with Burgul, the leader of the hobgoblins, every now and then. They usually meet on the seas. I don't know exactly how they communicate. she's kind of mysterious, and she has some dangerous powers. I hear I haven't met her personally, but they say that she can command the seas, the waters, and she has this incredible luck, almost like able to change the fate itself to her advantage. These are legends. I don't know her, but that's what I've been told.
Interesting.
Please,
All right.
we will give you everything. Just let us be, and we'll find something else to do.
I believe second chances and sometimes third chances, but
I believe in justice. They were pirating us, trying to kill us. They got unbeaten, and now they're saying that they are innocent. I do not know. Randall, what do you think?
I think we should torch the whole ship.
When
no,
you
not the ship.
Their ship. With
I mean,
when
What do you-
you
We can
say
get-
these
we-
when you say these words, one of the remaining crew members tries to run away and jump over the board, trying to escape.
Let him go.
I nod to my zombies to give him a chase.
All right, I'll make a roll for the poor pirate. Let's make a acrobatics check as he's trying to jump over the board. Since it's your zombies that you're controlling with your magic, make an Arcana check. Gives you a significant benefit for your roll.
Oh,
oh no,
oh, that was unexpected.
Yeah,
it was meant to be.
you don't
He's gonna
react
drown anyways.
quick enough. The one pirate jumps over the board and starts swimming. I'm not gonna die here.
I like run to the side where he swam, and I'm just like cackling, cackling maniacally, yelling that I hope you can swim well, my friend.
He starts floating there. Oh my god, what am I going to do?
But yeah, Randall, I mean that there is some spare parts that we could take with us.
Oh yeah, let's take everything and then.
You mean we
And
should
put
tow the boat,
fire.
or
No. We are
Well,
going
that if you
into a
mean that
war.
we should tow the boat, then we should kill all the crew members? Or would you like to dismantle the boat, or what are you meaning?
Rivets or
Yeah, rivet.
You see, yeah, like everything is okay to me to keep them alive. So, what is the best option? We should do that.
I don't know, you are the ship master. Should we take the whole ship with us, or just dismantle some pieces?
Yeah, dismantle some pieces.
Okay,
This is
that
quite
is better.
bad shape.
Well, I mean, dismantle it enough and we're in the middle of nowhere. The chances of them even seeing another ship for the couple of days that it'll take them to die of thirst. I mean, I must say, Rivet, I never took you for such a cruel genius, but if we do want to make them suffer, that would be the obvious choice.
Dude.
Death of starvation, and I mean they would be
Analyzing.
drinking seawater in about a couple of days, driven mad by the thirst, and well, drinking the seawater is the last thing you'll ever do.
Rivet got some kind of like a error on his brain, and he just silence and walks around the deck and thinking like, what is going on?
Analyzing.
But I mean, certainly we can do that. I'm not opposed to that.
I don't condone these actions. They surrender. We should take them to Baldur's Gate.
So take 10 pirates to our ship, and we're not going to Baldur's Gate at this moment, so just lug them around with us for the next week, several.
Yeah,
on
but
our
I think
ship.
you killed 2 and 1 escaped, so there is only 6. But
All right, yes.
Yeah,
I
but-
forgot how to count, but you're
Yeah.
correct, Randall.
yeah, but let's yeah.
But is that what you're suggesting, LON?
Yes, we can't kill them, and certainly not torture them to death.
Well, how about just leaving them here then? Then it's up to God or whatever you want to believe in. Fate.
Let's- I have a
We
proposition,
can.
if I may. Let's
Randall, please go ahead.
throw them into a rowboat and burn the ship so they can't do any more bad stuff with it and steal everything we can.
Yeah. I
Okay.
like it. Take everything, give nothing back, except the little rowboat. Okay. Sounds like a plan. We are not pirates. We do not kill, but we can aid their survival with a small donation.
And exactly what then? They'll row to the... Believing that they'll survive that, they'll row to the nearest hidey hole and continue their practice.
Yeah, that is true. I'm okay with killing them. In this case, they did try to kill us. So even Stevens,
I think they were just confused and have learned their lesson.
Oh dear. Oh my dear summer child.
Join our crew and serve for 100 years.
Do we need a vote,
I don't know.
or what do we do?
I don't.
I say it's the rowboat or the bottom of the ocean.
Let's give them a rowboat.
Yes.
Fine. But I must say I'm not happy about this. But it's okay. Yeah. Sure.
For me, it seems that you are never happy.
Well, what do you know? That's
Nothing.
all we can.
Man is over 50, he can't be happy. That's how it is. All right, so
All right.
rowboat type of situation it is.
Yes.
Only if you take my 2 friends with you to help you along the way. And I kind of put my hands on the zombie standing next to me.
Oh my god.
Surely you would not abandon your crew members in such a state that they are.
Do I have a choice?
No, not really.
Then I'll oblige. Thank you for saving our lives. They're starting to prepare a rowboat and they lower it down, fish the one guy who went swimming a bit earlier onto the boat. The zombies start throwing the
Now,
boat.
before I let the zombies go, I kind of like again put my hands on their shoulders and in Thayan language, and they understand it because it's a command. I simply, the others hear some guttural Eastern tongue, and I tell them that be sure to make their voyage as difficult as you can. And then I let them go.
All
And
right.
Rivet gave them 5 rations.
Beautiful.
God. No.
I don't need these.
That's true.
Rivet, you're
Okay.
inspired. You're inspired. This stirs human emotions in you. And yeah, you're inspired.
Eligos is smiling, like very, very amused with himself. Like kind of like he knows a joke that only he understands.
Okay, time for some wine.
Very good. Let's start looting the ship next. But before we do, we'll take our break here. So we'll be back as soon as possible. Okay. I think we're all back and we're ready to continue. So, as the small dinghy is disappearing onto the waves with the remaining pirates and the 2 zombies that were animated by Eligos, you start looting the pirate ship. You find plenty of materials to continue fixing your own ship. And the other loot, we're gonna roll for the gold that is found on the ship. So how about Randall? You're quite motivated when it comes to gold, so roll a d4, please. Alrighty then. You find 4,500 gold pieces on the ship.
How much?
4,000.
4,500.
Jeez.
It's good that we didn't think that.
I was
Yes.
thinking the same.
Yes, I'm starting to be of that mind as well.
Yeah, we should become pirates.
Yeah.
And you'll find 1 spell scroll of random level. Eligos, why don't you roll a d6? Okay, it's a 1st level spell scroll.
Damn it!
You can pick any first level spell scroll that you want for yourself. Then there is you can tell a bit later. No worries to decide it right now. And there is one giant strength potion. The level we're going to decide. So Rivet, why don't you roll 1d4? Okay, so it is a stone giant strength potion. And then there are healing potions also on the board. Elowen, roll 1d3 for me. You have two options, either to write the formula on the chat box, or you can roll a d6 and the first two numbers are 1, second two numbers are 2, and two last numbers are 3. Okay, so there is one healing potion, and then we're going to decide the type of the healing potion. So, Fabio, roll also 1d3.
Okay. One D3.
Yeah. You can either write the formula on the chat box or...
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So it is a superior healing potion. You find one superior healing potion. So,
Swing.
it's up to you how you want to divide the loot that you have found. I just asked random people to make the rolls, but you decide who.
No wine.
Ah, the wine, of course. Let's make a
Alcohol. Rum.
make a
Something.
roll D100 for me, as you're the wine guy. You find very cheap wine. There are 2 bottles of wine that are very cheap and poor quality. And other than that, there is rum, there is a barrel of ale, and a barrel of cider. All the drinks are not great quality. But yeah.
Did you say barrel of rum?
I'll say that the rum is... The rum is 5 bottles.
Okay. Two shit wines.
Well, something for the crew. They've deserved it.
Yeah, I give the ale and the cider to the crew. Any cool pirate hats?
Plenty.
$900, jeez.
Yeah, actually, good that you reminded me, because I almost forgot the additional loot that I had. I was just staring at my new cool rules, but there's actually more to be found. It's so good that you mentioned the hat. Describe me a hat that looks cool to you. That's the kind of hat that you find.
Okay. It's a with a very large pirate hat with feathers, kind of like when Captain Barbosa gets a very fucking huge hat in Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the look.
All right.
Big bloody pirate hat.
You find such hat there. Perhaps it was actually worn by the captain of the ship originally, but you saw that it was left behind. And other than that peculiar equipment, there is this contraption that can be attached on someone's back. It's like almost like a backpack, but instead of it being a backpack, there is a plank of wood against the carrier's back, and there's sort of like a catapult attached to it. And you find also ammunition and okay, I'll say that two of you can make a history check.
I can make one.
I have +2.
+7.
Go ahead.
Me.
Sure.
I use my inspiration.
Okay. Rivet, you know about catapults and you are able to identify this as a catapult. The ammunition is a little bit, you're not sure what to load to this, but Eligos, you have heard about such things. This is a keg launcher, and you do find ammunition also on the ship. You put toxic kegs on it, and you can fire those from someone's back. It's not the most easy thing to be carrying around and to be using. However, it does give you some interesting utility in a combat situation. Whoever it hits, they have to make a constitution saving throw, and they take poison damage. 4d6. It can fire from 30 to 300 feet, so it has quite a lot of range.
Interesting.
I'll put the link here if you want to check it out how it looks exactly.
Eligos.
Yes.
I found this hat. Are you able to identify it if it's some sort of magical hat, or is it just a very cool hat?
Well, I can certainly take a look at it. I'll do it on our on our ship. I can do a bit of a ritual. It'll take me 10 or so minutes, and we'll find out if it's a cool hat or a even cooler hat.
Thank you.
And I'll do that once we are back at our own ship. Oh, that's a cool picture.
It's a bit silly because it's, I don't know, a bit too large for Fabio since he's a halfling. But
Oh yeah, yeah. I would say that it's impossible for you to be using it. You could be, you know,
it's in
loading
the
it and
chat.
helping someone else to carry it, but your size has to be medium at least to be able to.
No, I think he's talking about the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought that you meant the keg
No, no,
launcher.
no.
I know.
Alrighty. You have looted the enemy ship, taken some materials for yourself, returning to your own ship. What do you do with the pirate ship that is hardly floating?
I was just about to immediately say to the captain that why don't we celebrate with a couple of cannonball shots to it and make sure that the ship never darkens these seas again.
Let's try out the new catapult. Few
Oh, we can
firebombs
do
there,
that.
and that should do the deal.
Should I take that?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a
think-
resistance for
Yes.
poison
Yeah.
damage.
I think it very much suits you, Ruvet.
Exactly. I guess we don't have to worry about cannonballs like in our inventory,
No,
or we don't have to loot the gunpowder and
no, like we can
yeah,
assume that you restock now
yeah. Okay.
those things. If it was months and several battles, then probably you would be running out of ammunition, but
Yeah.
I'll warn you about that early enough. I don't want to be tracking how many cannonballs you fire in each combat and stuff like that. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So you guys return to your own ship and prepare the keg launcher for the first time.
Nice.
What do you load onto it?
Nasty.
Come on. This guy really hates him.
Did we load some ammunition that we could use for that?
Yeah, like it's mainly toxic kegs that it fires, but under the circumstances, you could, let's say, because you don't need to shoot it too far, let's say that you could put also something that's on fire or even a cannonball.
I'm sure we can fix few Molotovs.
Yeah, I mean, we can take some black powder from the that we use for the cannonballs to launch the cannonballs, and then put a couple of black powder bottles in it and little ignition, and then shoot them at the ship. Cause a little explosion and fire. I'm sure that would do the trick. So we don't waste these ammunitions for it. Let's use the ship's own.
Sounds good.
So yeah, maybe we gather some powder and bottles and make a powdered Molotovs out of them.
All right. Rivet has the catapult on his back.
Yeah, so
Yeah, go ahead.
basically I'm just aiming the ship and like studying how this thing works, and then Rivet says just like fire in the hole and launches the catapult.
It shoots the stuff that you have loaded onto it on the other ship, and the glass breaks, the black powder sparks, and the deck is set on fire. Very quickly, the sails of the ship that are torn and also partially lying on the ship deck catch on fire. And within few minutes, you see the entire ship engulfed in flames. You keep taking distance from it and watch this massive bonfire on the waves, creating this large pillar of black smoke under the sky. You can see the small dinghy still not too far away, and there's a figure standing. Looks like the captain, and there's a lament that you can hear.
They're still alive.
Well, I hope they enjoy their company.
Ebony Reeves pulls a box for herself and sits down on it on the deck, starts rolling a cigarette. You know, guys, I must say, I'm very impressed. I didn't expect any of this. I thought that we were doomed when that ship got so close. But we hardly suffered anything from it.
Have you not learned anything from us?
I'm starting to
We
learn.
are quite capable.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a very fine ship with quite a good crew, I would say. So it was a group effort, Captain.
And a splendid captain. Here, have a cider.
Thank you. I must confess to you that whenever we've been running into these situations before, we try to get away from them. That's what we usually do. I have no idea how much Lenny and Kenny enjoyed the encounter. For once, he also had the chance to fire the cannons as much as he wanted. You're amazing. That's all I can say. She lights it up.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. Like I said, group effort. And well, if we keep sailing together, I might imagine this might not be the last time we'll face a situation like this. Hell, maybe we can even at some point use our money to upgrade this fine ship. Make it even more seaworthy.
That
More
would be amazing.
cannons.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I have to say, it always takes a toll when I have to control the sails. My skin gets itchy.
Really? That's... I wonder why.
I'm not a very skilled user of magic, and my powers are very limited. But when it comes to bitch, this ship, I mean, there is magic imbued in these tattoos. It allows me to control the sails and the ship in general.
Tattoos with magic. Are these the one that use some kind of gemstones or diamonds? I've heard something similar.
No, no gemstones needed, just my mental strength. It always
Ah,
kind of drains me to do this.
And where did you acquire such interesting tattoos?
Oh, it's a long story, but after getting my own ship, I got the opportunity through some friends that I've made throughout the years, and this was sort of offered to me. It's not something that can be easily acquired. It's quite expensive as well, and many don't want to do it even if they have the chance, because yeah, I will be exhausted after this now. But
I see.
Maluk is an amazing first mate, so even if I need to rest now for a couple of days, he will take care of everything.
Good man to have aboard then.
Oh, he's the
And I'm
best.
sure that you can have a bit of a rest. It's hopefully we don't run into any more troubles, and it'll take us a while to get to our next next destination. So let's hope for calm winds and all that.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll retire to my chambers.
By all means.
She takes her leave.
oh, Randall, look at me. I am a pirate. I have the huge hat on my head.
Very good. Very good.
Arr! Where's my rum? I take a like I'm used to drinking wine, so I take a very large sip of rum, kind of drinking as if it were wine. So kind of chuck 1/3 of the bottle. Look, 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 look. Ah, and really
my.
bad eggs. But I sound very. My voice is gone. It's too strong for me.
Careful there. That's strong stuff. Quite different from your fruity wines.
I'm yeah.
Well, let me take a swig of that, and I can check that fine hat of yours then.
Aye, please.
I grab the bottle and I take a long swig of the rum as well, and then I get to ritually casting the magic detection, I think.
Identify or detect magic.
Just a sec. I have to So I can only see the spells that I've prepared and
In Foundry.
Yeah.
You can change there the filtering. I think there's like a
Yeah, I
filter
have
icon.
I have identify magic there as ritual. I'll do that.
Very good. You cast Identify ritually on the hat, and it is a magic item. It is Helm of Comprehending Languages. That's what you can add on D&D Beyond, but it is a hat instead of being a helmet.
Very interesting. It seems that you can use this to comprehend languages. I'll have to remember that from now on. Then I kind of I clearly say that and have some. There's a meaning to that.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
And at the same time, Rivet is fixing the ship and fixing the ship.
Box the mic. Sorry. Let me see what he is again. Come on, I can't remember. I want to remember, so I'll check what is exactly his. For some reason, I'm thinking of myconoids, but it's not that.
Myconoids are the mushroom.
Yeah, Quadron. Is that what he is?
Yeah, I think that.
Anyway, the shipwright of Scarlet Vice is helping you with his small rocket pack on his back. He's flying around the ship and attaching parts from outside, whereas you can then nail them from inside. Wow, it's so much quicker when we work together. Amazing.
Yeah, that's true. I usually did this with my master, but he didn't have any rocket package on his back. Where did you get one?
That's how I was built.
Ah, right. Do you know who built you?
Not exactly. I come from another plane of existence called Mechanus. That's where my kind are born like this, or built, if you will. This is how we all look. Well, there are slight differences between us, but in general.
That's interesting. And then after awkward silence, Rivet goes to get some more blanks and tools for fixing the ship.
But did it actually feel awkward to either side?
It was like talking to old friend, but Rivet, it feels like quite different. For example, to talking with Deligos to than the box.
Yes, modrons are what they're called. And he's a quadron. Yeah. Anyway, as you guys are sitting around, the rest of the crew who are not fixing or doing anything are coming to join you. Elton Bodak, the bard of the ship, sits down as well. You know, in the period of time that I've been on Scarlet Vice, we have never experienced anything like this. And it was very inspiring, I must say. I really thought that we're just taxiing you wherever you want to go, and I felt in a way embarrassed. I felt inferior. But today, the excitement, the fear of death in the middle of everything that was going on, it was eternal. Allow me to say.
Fabio is already quite. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you have a name or something? I would love to try to maybe write a musical piece about what we experienced today.
You mean name as a group, or?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
So
you,
now you wanna talk with us? Yeah.
I'm sorry if I was rude earlier.
it's all right. I guess we'll
It's
have.
not. What do we call ourselves?
We haven't had this discussion. I think you'll have to give us some time, and we'll give you a name for a ballad or whatever you wish to.
Give us some time.
It will be a power ballad. But yeah, surely.
Make sure it's fucking powerful.
Exactly.
It's quite
Yes.
strong.
Rivet
Stronger than wine.
goes to Fabio and says, "Why is the rum gone?"
It's only the first bottle. Don't worry, I still have 4.
I think, yeah,
Ugh.
we're not gonna have any shortage of rum. Not for a while,
Not
at least.
today. So, what should we call ourselves? How many of there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
Well,
correct.
at least you're not seeing double yet.
This is strange. Any suggestions?
Bumblebees.
Bibbidi bees.
We are the
That
notorious
is.
bumblebees.
Do you fear bibbidi bees? That is
That is
Mrs.
certainly.
Selwyn. That is quite amusing, but very good idea. We will. It's a good suggestion. Any other suggestions?
Quite honestly, I don't think that I can come up with anything quite so quickly.
Yeah, we have many days on the sea, so we can, you know, think about it.
Meditate on it, and maybe it's well, we'll reserve the bumblebees for for now. Maybe we can utilize it in some way. It was a good suggestion, Elwyn.
Thank you.
Bumblebees. Ja, oui, dat is very good.
Yes, I would at least enjoy hearing Fabio say that every time.
In the meanwhile, I will start putting together the melody. We'll leave the words for later then.
That is the
Bumblebees.
basis of music making, from what I know of it, which I admit that I don't know any of it. So,
But tell me, did you hear me playing violin in the middle of the combat? I was doing my best to lift up the morale.
You were playing?
I think I heard something. I didn't realize it, but now that you say it, yes. I mean, music in battle is. I do like that. I was maybe too focused to having a bit of too much fun with the whole battle part of it.
Yes, I could tell. Fun it was.
Glug, 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 glug.
But yes,
Randall.
we'll certainly get back to you.
Randall, you should also take some of that rum. I heard it make you happy.
It's a fucking great idea. And
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
I will open a new bottle. Bloop. There you go.
Based on my calculation, we are out of rum in 1 hour and 17 minutes.
I think there were even barrels of rum in the ship.
I still think we can beat that. 45 minutes.
You can count on me.
I think we could have some. Go on, Elwyn. Let's see how much you could drink it before something happens.
Obvious getting quite drunk. Alton, music.
I'll
Hello.
I'll take a swig but start coughing immediately.
Hey.
lightweight. I think at this point, Eligos as well goes that, well, to hell with it. Why not get actually drunk, and drinks quite deeply. Oh boy.
So, you added the rest of the items to your inventories, what you looted. Are we done with that? Don't have to think about that anymore.
Yeah, I added the gold and the spell scroll. I'm still thinking.
I can't find this launcher in the D&D Beyond, but I added a custom item.
Okay, perfect.
And did everyone add 900 gold to themselves? Just to remind everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And how about the superior healing potion and the, was it stone giant strength potion?
Well,
Randall?
obviously
Hello?
some.
Well, I already have one superior, so I think
Yeah,
I'm
me
good.
too.
Well, LON.
Well, I guess I'll take it then if no one else needs it.
And the stone
Yep.
giant strength, I think, would that be best for someone with strength already, or
No, I can take it.
right-ho?
Right. The keg launcher, it's relatively large contraption. I'd say that it's quite difficult to be carrying both backpack and the keg launcher simultaneously, so you might need to then decide what are you carrying with you if you're yeah.
Okay. I decide that when we get off the
Yeah.
ship.
Let's do that. The rest of the day goes on pretty well. The winds are good. It's uneventful. By the end of the day, you are moving to the south side of Ambrose Island. You are passing by it and going towards the Nylander Isles. It'll take you a few days to get all the way there. Is there anything specific that you want to try to achieve during these days other than consume alcohol? Like with the remainder of the day, because this happened pretty much straight away in the morning as you were finishing your breakfast, so you still have the entire day. If you want to craft something, if you want to copy spell scrolls to your spell book, whatever.
I don't think I have any spell scrolls that I need copying right now. I'll save it for the later. I'm still gonna figure out which spell scroll it's gonna be, so because I'm not even sure if I'm gonna store it for a kind of a free use for later, because it's a first level spell, so that might just make it that it's comprehend languages or something like that, so I can just use it for free at some point.
Gotcha. Okay, if nothing for the day, then we will move to the next day. And the winds continue being on your side. They don't stall you down, and it is fairly manageable to get forward. The waves are rocking the boat a bit harder than the days before. You're at the open seas, so all of you make a Constitution saving throw against the seasickness.
I'll make it with disadvantage because I'm hangover.
Okay.
Oh, I would have been a natural 20. What?
Still crazy because you rolled 16. That's the
Huh.
worst roll. Nice. So the seasickness does not take effect on any of you. You are handling it quite well on the waves. And anything you want to do today? Probably not if yesterday was already a day without any actions, so we can fast forward till the end of the day.
Do we want to come up with the name or just leave it?
I honestly can't come up with anything now. I'm blanking out on it. But if anyone has suggestions,
Yeah, if Fabio, for example, has something in his mind, shoot.
No.
And, yeah, okay.
Something off the seas. I don't know. We have to keep the door open to become pirates.
True.
I don't know. Nah, we can think about it off game.
And you want to keep the course directly to the slave stock, not to deviate from this course.
I think, yeah. Maybe not sail by the altar of Maclubiet like too closely, in case that there's, well, something near it. Because at this moment I think we're headed for the slave stocks, so let's not take any chances with other dangerous places.
Yeah, agreed. I'd like to talk with Vera Harlow, if that's all right.
Absolutely. She's
Uh,
climbed up in one of the
Crow's
tails.
nest.
Yeah, exactly. Crow's nest, and she's sort of like lying there. She has set up a hammock, and she has a spyglass that she's using to look into the horizon.
I look at the mast like, oh no. All right, fuck it. I'll try climbing it up. Do I have to roll anything?
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Falls down.
Why do I keep doing this to myself? Yep.
How appropriate. It takes a couple attempts to get there, and you actually get a level of exhaustion just from the attempt to make it up.
Why do I always do it? All right. May I ask a question?
She's amused once you finally get there. Of course. What do you have in mind?
What's so funny?
No,
Can't a man
nothing.
have a workout? Ah, that was just my workout, nothing else.
You're cute. Tell me, what do you have?
The pirate captain said that they were heading to Snowdown. We have a personal interest of Snowdown, but I've never seen the island or heard anything about it. So, is there anything you can tell me about it? Like, how big is it? It is. Does it have like a city or villages, or is it just a empty island with a one bastion, or what's the deal with it?
There are people who live there, to my knowledge. I'm not an expert, I admit that. We've been there once during the time that I've been on Scarlet Vice, and we were restocking there. There is some people, some infrastructure. It wasn't a big city, yeah, where we were. Nothing compared to Baldur's Gate, you know, like a big fishing village, if you will. People were nice.
Right.
They were willing to trade, and yeah, but can't expect anything grand there. At least the place where we stopped by, you know. It was on the south side
Yeah.
of the island.
Wow. Well, those fuckers promised us a private island, but it's apparently not. Well,
It's a
we can
very big
always.
island, you know. It's like 50 miles from side to side.
I see. All right. All right. Fabio looks down. Mind if I sit here for a while? Kind of need to cool down from the workout, you know. Yeah. Kind of want to admire the view.
Oh yeah. You know, it's funny. I've been sailing already for some time and just never stops amazing me how beautiful it is here. And every time I go back to the land, I just want to come back here again.
I see. Perhaps you just haven't found the right land yet.
Perhaps. Where you come from?
uh, I totally forgot the place of the name. From East. Fuck. Should know this.
Well, I probably don't know the name of the place anyway. So, and where you come from, was it a community of halflings or were you living with other races as well?
I mean, it's not just a community of halflings, but sure, many of us did end up living quite close to each other. As halflings, we were known to start wineries, so there was a small group of families with wineries next to each other. But Alahon, it's a mix of all races, not just halflings.
Interesting. So you know how to make wine.
No, yes, it's well, I don't want to brag, but I think the best wine comes from us. So I'd say I know a thing or two.
You know, wines in general, they are my favorite drink. But the problem is
Wow.
that the other crew, they don't really appreciate this stuff, you know. So it's nice. It's nice. Even Elton,
Hobbies.
he's like he's very particular about his clothes and he likes the finer things in life, but he's not into wines. Like what?
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I noticed it right away. He doesn't know jack shit about that, but it's Fabio is like visibly very interested now that she mentioned this. It's good to know that there's another wine lover on board, so to say, since maybe one day we should open a bottle. I stocked up when we went to Baldur's Gate and Ambrose Island. with a few nice bottles. So it's good to know that maybe one night I can climb up to the crow's nest and actually enjoy these bottles with good company.
And who knows, maybe tonight's the night. And she winks an eye at you.
No. Might be. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Good day.
Good day. Yeah, I just wanted to know a bit more about Snowdown Island. I don't want to take too much time off the game.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, that was good.
There's actually something that the Rivet wants to do. It's
Okay.
trying to find the Fabio. Are you still up or are you down?
No, I'm trying to get down.
It's easier to get.
Is it? It's easier to get down for sure.
Just jump.
That's just strength, right? You use just your arms.
Yeah, sure.
Eligos yells, "Do a flip!"
Well, no. Okay, I get down. Oh,
Dude, I found you. Do you still have this rum? I would like to taste that.
yes. Okay. There you go. Blip.
Rivet takes the bottle and you can see that he chucks it, the whole bottle, and like for 5 seconds
Hey.
it doesn't do anything, but like a snap, Rivet goes down. And for you it seems like it's shut down. But for Rivet, inside his head, he's like seeing like he's in a big battlefield and there is some constructs beside him and metal striking metal and sound of war there, and then there is some command for someone in the language that Rivet doesn't know, but somehow he understand. There's some kind of metal construct shouting to him that RV-17 hold the line, and then another snap and there is something big hitting his chest plate, and there is a crack and darkness and coldness, and then Rivet is back on the ship.
I shout, Eligos, I broke Rivet. Help.
Oh,
I broke
was-
the robot.
Oh, damn it!
Ah.
I'll come
You're
running,
back.
running there.
What happened?
Sorry, he's
What?
back. You were blacking
What
out
the hell?
for a sec.
That's some
Rivet.
interesting liquid. First
I know.
it burned and then I saw visions.
Yes.
Oh,
saw
wow!
visions.
You went straight to the deep end. That usually comes with weeks of drinking. Did you see any pink elephants or?
No, I was in the battlefield fighting.
Oh. Huh. Well, that might be more than just regular. What was the delirium? Regular delirium tremens.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt like it was real to me. I don't know what happened, but
So, alcohol induced you to receive certain images, maybe of your past. That is interesting. Well, what exactly did you see? A battlefield? Did you
Yeah.
recognize anything?
no, but there was like more people like me,
More rivets?
Man of Steels.
And you were fighting against who?
I don't know. Then I got hit and all went black, and Then I snap back.
Want another
Reality.
bottle?
Not yet. Maybe later. I need to think.
No, you should. I think it's quite clear that, well, my hypothesis that your master didn't exactly build you from scratch might be very much true. The likelihood that you're from somewhere else, I think this all points to a possibility such as that.
Yes, it might be. It's important that we find my master so we can ask him some questions.
But have you thought about what will happen when you get the answer and the answer is not that he would have built you? What if he stole you? How does that make you feel?
That would be quite sad to be stealed.
I'm not saying he stole you, but I've known you for some time, not as long as Eligos, but I have to say that Eligos's theory about you being created for entirely another thing would make sense. Perhaps you were wounded in battle and he found you or just fixed you up. I don't know.
That would be very much possible. I mean, we have another machine person on this very ship. And he was certainly not built by a gnomish scientist. He's from another realm altogether, from what I understand. So it's entirely possible, Rivet, that you're from another dimension. There are several. Our world, as we know it, is not the only one. There are, well, no one quite knows how many. Maybe you are from one of those, and from some reason or another you ended up on this realm, and your master is the one who simply found you and fixed you up. It is at least a possibility to consider.
Yes, it is possible.
But these memories don't... Go ahead.
But if I was rebuilt, does that make this my second life?
Well, that is a philosophical question, of course. There are some people who have become undead, for example. They might consider it a second life, that there is a life before undeath and the life after it. You are what one might call a blank slate, a blank canvas. Whatever you were before, you don't quite remember it, so what you are... Exactly, tabula rasa. What you are and what you become, that's for you to decide. So you can take it as a second life of a sort.
Like you said, second chance or even a third. But speaking about undead, where did you, Eligos, learn that kind of magic? It was... I don't see that often. It's quite rare when you meet someone with capabilities to necromancy.
Yes, I know that necromancy is somewhat controversial around here, but where I come from, it's not so much taboo as it is here. It's just another school of magic, really. No one ever questions when a wizard burns an entire group of people alive with their fireball, but God forbid someone raises a corpse to kill enemies, and some people seem to have an issue with it. But to me, it's all magic. But yes, I learned it from my homeland.
I hope that one day you will trust us enough to tell where exactly your homeland is, but I do respect your privacy.
I'm sure we'll get there. It's not so much about trust, it's well, where I'm from, we appreciate a certain air of secrecy.
Wise man from the east.
Exactly.
I am sure. Maybe one day.
Well, maybe one day soon, even.
And with that, we're gonna end the session as we're out of time. You guys continue sailing on this long voyage towards Nylander Isles, the slave stock that is on your map. This will be the end of the day as we end the session, and we'll continue here next week. Thank you very much.